Hello, everybody. Dr. Rick Wallace here, dropping in on you. My desire was to do this video live, but unfortunately, I'm running into some technical difficulties with the platform, and it won't allow me to go live. So I'm going to have to shoot this video and then upload it. I like engaging. I like the energy I get on a live, but sometimes you have to do what you have to do. And before live existed, this is how we did it anyway, right? Okay, good. I want to get started off with a reminder. Those of you who have not yet purchased Critical Mass, are you looking for a great Christmas gift for the dreamer, someone who's aspiring, someone who's meeting some challenges, whoever, and you're looking for a good gift? Hey, Critical Mass, the phenomenon of next level living, my 20th book. But check this out. Not only do you get the book if you order the book now, you also get a free disc assessment and a free performance assessment, each valued at $350. So that's a $750 value when you purchase Critical Mass. Also, we still have a spot for someone who is ready to take the leap into taking on the challenge of becoming. And when I talk about becoming, those who follow me know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about becoming what you were designed to be, becoming the person you need to be to reach the next level living, living life at the level of your design. If you're ready and you're serious about that, we still have a spot open for the Platinum Package, which is a 52-week, 1 year program in which you work directly with me the entire year in setting specific goals and achieving them, and changing thinking, changing ideologies, changing focus, empowering our minds to do whatever it is that you want to do, and so much more. And right now, that is half off for let's just say the next three people that either email me with the email address that's in the description box or post box, or inbox me, direct message me. I would prefer the email. The inboxes on Facebook, I get a lot quicker. I filter through them as fast as I can. I get a bunch of them. All the other places, it takes a little longer. So if you really want to take advantage of this, email me at the address or inbox me on Facebook. And it's half off. And so that people understand, and I want serious inquiries only. My day is stacked, and serious inquiries only. Full price, the platinum package is 10,500. That will be going up significantly at the first of the year as we begin to expand, and my availability actually dwindles as it is. My energy is put into other programs within the Visionetics Institute. But is right now it's 10.5. But if you are one of the people that contact me, um, while it's still up, I don't know how long I'm offered, so I don't want to tell you something and not be there. But right now it's available. So if you want to do it and you're serious about it, contact me. $5,250. And I don't normally talk prices. I normally present value, and then I tell you what you need to do. But I want you to know before you contact me what it is. But at $5,200, that's $100 a week to change your life. Um, you look at it how you have to look at it. But that's it on that. Now let's get started. I want to talk to you about 5 things. I'm going to touch on each one of them today, and then I'm going to come back and break each one down in subsequent days. In other words, I'm going to give an entire video to each one of these, but I want to talk to you about them all briefly. 3 things that will help you change your life. Number 1, break the rules. Number 2, understand the purpose of money. Number 3, live your life on purpose. Number 4, be open to engaging the unknown. Start to think laterally, get out of the box. And number 5, develop strong mentorships. And like I said, I'm going to touch on each of them today briefly, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to break them down, and I'm going to show you why each one of them is so important. When I talk about breaking the rules, there are these ideas that things have to be done a certain way. And what I found, and I was talking to my wife about this the other day, what I found is that everything that I ever thought that I wanted to go after, I set up in my mind what I was going to go after. And then I had this image and this idea of how it was going to take place. And what I can tell you is that nothing that I've accomplished of significance happened the way I thought it would happen. From writing and publishing books, didn't happen the way I thought it was going to happen, to starting uh, numerous companies. I mean, I think we're at 47 over the last 30 years, and bringing them to profitability never happened the way I thought it would happen. I never saw it the way it's taken place over my life. And there are the ebbs and the flows of all of that. But at the end of the day, I sat down and said, this is what I'm going to do. And that was the first thing. I'm going to do this. And see, there's this thing of understanding what that means. Most people get an idea of how it's supposed to be done, and they don't even know the destination. They just know they want to do something, and then they're following the leads of people and the directions of people without even knowing where they're going. And that leads off into, I want to go to number three before I do number two. Live life on purpose. When you break the rules, breaking the rules is about saying, you know what? I'm going to do it the way I want to do it. I'm going to do it the way the universe allows me to do it, the way God presents the opportunities, not the way that I think it should happen, not the way it happened for John, not the way it happened for Jamil, not the way it happened for Angie, but the way it's happening for me. I'm going to be open to that. And the only rule that applies is do no harm. And what does that mean? I can go after anything I want in life. I can go after it. I can be very aggressive. I can be very creative. The only rule is I can bring no harm, meaning I cannot get in the way of anyone else going after what they want. And matter of fact, it works best for me when while I'm going after what I want, I facilitate others going after what they want. It is the best way to do it. But it doesn't mean I have to stay in a box because this person did it in a conventional or traditional or historical way. Doesn't mean that's the way for me. And matter of fact, I'm going to get more joy out of it when I have to create a path. I have to pioneer an opportunity and a way to get it done. Be willing to break the rules. Now, live life on purpose, man. I don't know where to start with that. It's so much of that. What happens is when I look at people and I say live life on purpose, and if you heard me, I've talked about purpose a lot. And people are like, okay, the purpose thing. The thing is, when I look at people, the vast majority of people are living and walking and doing things and traveling down paths other people forged for them, other people created for them, other people sent them on. And the reason being is they have an idea of what they want to do, but they don't know why. They don't know where they're going. They have this thing, well, I'm going down this path, but where are you going? I don't know, but I'm going down this path, but why are you going down the path? See, it's not the path you take, it's the destination. See, I want people to get fixed on the destination. That's your purpose. That's your destiny. Your destination is your destiny. And that's tied to your purpose. What happens when you know your destiny? You can start on one path, and if it gets tough, you can find another path that goes the same way. It's not about the path, it's about the destination. But when you are sitting up and you're just traveling a pathway because someone put you on that path, they put you on a path of public speaking, they put you on a path of engineering. They put you on a path of being a lawyer. They put you on a path, but you don't know what the destination. The destination, the path isn't the destination. It's simply a pathway to get there. But you're on it, and you think you're actually doing something, but you can't understand why you don't have a sense of fulfillment. You can't understand why there's this stagnancy, why there's all of this feeling of lack. No matter what you do, and no matter how successful you are based on other people's definitions, you can't find joy. You can't find fulfillment. It's because you're not focusing on your purpose. You're walking down a path with no idea where you're going. Just imagine, you're walking and you're going somewhere, but you don't know where, and you're just walking. I mean, where are you measuring progress when you don't know where you're going? How are you getting a sense of fulfillment if you don't know you're doing something? You're just moving. You've got to have a sense of purpose. You've got to know why you're doing something. I tell people all the time that when you finally discover your purpose, it's going to not only fuel your passion, but it's also going to be what explains your pain. It's so much that you're having to go through life that can be easily explained by your purpose. But you don't know it because you haven't discovered it. And then you have a lot of people tell you discover your passion, discover your purpose. And you're like, okay, what does that mean? It means a deeper examination of who you are, how you're built, what you're naturally good at. What do you get a sense of fulfillment of? Ask yourself, look at yourself, and it's there. What would you do if money was not an issue and you were just loaded and money was an issue? What would you wake up and do anyway? That's really, really associated to your passion. It's built in you. It's something that you absolutely love. What would you do, and how will it serve other people? See, the purpose is always going to be attached to how you serve other people as well. So you got to live life on purpose, have a sense of purpose, have a destination that you're traveling to. See, the wonderful thing about a destination is it doesn't change. Now, the path may change. You may start down one path and realize, okay, I can get more done by going this way. I'm going to take the strategic approach attached to a consistent and fueled approach. I'm not going to quit. I'm not going to give up. I'm going to keep pushing until I get this thing done. But it's going to be whatever is best and most expeditious and valuable at the time. And so I started over here because maybe that was the best place to start or the quickest place to start. I wanted to get started. But as I develop, as I grow, as I become more connected, this may no longer be the path. I may have a quicker path or I may have a richer path. And all of these things have to be considered moving along the way, but you have to understand what your destination is. Now, you must also understand, which is number two. I'm going back to number two, understand the purpose of money. That's one of the most misunderstood concepts ever. Money is never the end game. Money is never the destination or the idea. Money has a purpose, but it is not the end game. It is not what you're focused on. Money is best seen as a tool or fuel. In other words, I've heard Simon Sinek put it this way. He says, if you go out and buy a car, without fuel, the car doesn't go anywhere. So what do you need? You need fuel. So, but did you buy the car to buy fuel? No. So fuel isn't the end game, but fuel is necessary. The end game is wherever you want to go in that car. What the car will do once you put fuel in it is what you bought the car for. You bought the car for what it was going to be able to do once it had what it needed to do it, and that's fuel. Same thing with your company, same thing with your family. You don't have money because money is the end game. You're not doing it. You open even when it comes to money in the company. Okay, you say we need more money. Why? Because why? Because we want to grow so that we can do this in the market that we're in. Whatever that is, that thing, that's why you're doing it. Money is simply the source that's going to facilitate it. And you have to understand it that way. When you look at money as the end game, it changes so much all the way from the ethical side of things, the moral side of things. When you understand it for it simply being a source of fuel or a source of being able to complete something, you see it differently. And you also open up your mind to alternatives to traditional capital. I can't tell you how many things I got done and never had to spend a dime on doing it because I opened my mind up to new things. And that's the number four. Open up to engaging the unknown. Most people are locked in. If I was taught to do it this way, that's the only way I'm going to do it. That's the only way that I'm going to get it done. And so we never move outside of the box. We never think laterally. I am a huge believer in critical thinking, but I'm probably even a greater believer in lateral thinking, thinking outside of the box. And that means taking time to sit up and see, is there another way to get it done that's more effective, that's more lasting, and more efficacious in how I want to get it done. And that's the way that I move toward it. So in essence, what am I saying? I'm saying that just because this is how it's always been done doesn't mean it's the best way. And it may not be the best way for you. So what we have to do is we have to sit up and we have to find the best way for us, and we have to be willing to engage the unknown. It's how you grow. The engaging the unknown is how you grow. It's how you get out of a fixed set. Most people are operating on paradigms that lock them in. Most people are operating on ideas and ideologies and philosophies that lock them in, and they can't move forward because they're not willing to release the old thinking and take on something new and be open to a new idea. We're so dogmatic in our thinking that we never allow ourselves to truly rise. There's so much more out there, and the potential is limitless, but we limit ourselves with our thinking. Our thinking is a reflection of our beliefs, which are limiting. We have to release anything that limits us and adopt an idea that has unlimited potential. Everything should be focused and faced with an unlimited idea. Be willing to move. Even if something as simple as shooting a live video. This started out as a quest to do a live video, the way I do it almost every morning. And there was a bunch of technological issues with the platform I prefer to use. And I just decided, okay, I'm going to shoot this, as a recorded session and then upload it. And the truth of the matter is, I'm so keyed in and I'm so focused that my reality isn't even that I'm recording this. Right now, until I just started to talk about it, it was as if I'm still shooting a live video. So nothing really changed in the way of energy, but I was open to doing something different. I looked at what needed to be done. I did not allow what was in front of me to stop me based on this set purpose. It's got to be live. It's got to be live. Yes, I would want it to be live because I understand that that triggers people to come in and watch the video. But I'm going to have this video and it's going to be there. It's going to be saved. It's going to be on disk. It's going to be on YouTube. And it's going to have value for years to come. So it's not just about today. I couldn't let one moment and maybe the fact that maybe 15 or 20 people will miss it, or however many would miss it on the actual live portion, stop me from doing what I'm doing, because it's going to be so many more people who are going to see this down the line, that it needed to be done, and it needed to be done while the idea and the concept was fresh in my mind. And I've learned to follow that. That's so important. I can't explain to you how important that is. So the next thing we want to talk about is the development of strong mentorships. And I can't tell you, uh, I can't tell you, how many people I get that will approach me and say, "Hey, man, do you think you can mentor me?" And that's the idea. That's when people think about mentorships, that's what they think. Find the person that knows what you need to know. Find the person that has the wisdom, the knowledge, the expertise, the experience, and get under their wing and do that. And, you know, that may work when you know a person, when you know a person and you've got access to them, you can get up under them enough to where they see the value in pouring into, and you can say, "Hey, look, I really need to be under your wing," and they probably say yes. But a lot of times you're not going to know the person that you need to mentor you. And so how do you do this? You have to develop and cultivate a relationship. It's that simple. You have to bring something to the table. A mentorship isn't a one-way experience. It's okay, maybe I'm gonna give you a prime example. uh, I've been a student of martial arts since like 9 years old. And so obviously when I was nine, the biggest name in martial arts was Bruce Lee. And so I would read about him, read magazines about him and watch documentaries on him and everything like that. And there was this one thing where Bruce was really trying to uh, develop his skills. He would go to these quote unquote masters and he would talk them into teaching him. And the way he did it is that was his one master that he learned from that wanted to know how to dance. And from what I understand, Bruce was a great, I think it was a cha-cha dance or something like that. It was one dance that he was real, real good at. And he promised the master that he would teach him how to dance if he would teach him his technique. Well, he said that and the master was interviewed on this, and he said that Bruce was such a progeny and in being able to master things that it only took him 3 days to master the technique, and he never got to get his lessons. So I would hope that Bruce went back and actually kept his word and taught the man the dance. But the thing is, he brought something to the table. And that's what a true relationship is. It's a cultivated relationship. It's not solely based on I need you to do something for me. It's based on I admire you. I see things in you that I want to see in myself. And I believe you have something to offer. I'm going to bring something to the table. I can tell you, I mentor a number of young males under 40, and all of them bring something to the table that inspire me, empower me, give me hope, gives me joy, and I call them my friend. They will tell people that I'm a mentor, but and at certain times I'll call them a mentee, but I call them friend more than I call them anything, and that's because we cultivated the relationship. It wasn't something that was forced. It wasn't something that was. I'm like this. I'm like this. If I don't see something I can bring to the table to cultivate a relationship, then I have to pay you for what I'm asking you for. Uh, I mean, it's a sense of respect. Now, if I say, look, I don't know how much you charge, but I would like to pay you for a certain amount of your time or for a certain specific part of your expertise, and then you turn to me and say, hey, look, don't worry about it, or you say, okay, I'll give you a deal, whatever. But if I am not in a situation to offer you something that brings balance to a relationship, which always should be give and take, then I have to create a new give and take. And the easiest give and take and easiest flow of common exchange is currency. So I come and I say, look, this is what you do that I know I need to do, and I know your time is valuable. I'm willing to pay you for 15 minutes or whatever. I just need to ask a few questions, whatever it is. And maybe in the conversation of that I paid for, maybe this person sees something in me that they value. And then and it's amazing, what you bring to the table, what you have that other people see value in, because you've probably been exposed to so many things that talk you down that you don't even recognize the unbelievable talent and potential you have inside of you, the gifts and the value you already have. But anyway, when you tell somebody, look, I value your time and this is what I'm willing to give you for your time, then maybe they take that initial payment and then they turn around and say, shoot, there's some value in this for me. There's even exchange outside of currency. And then you got that. But if not, if you really truly see the value in what this person has to offer, there's nothing wrong with exchanging their time for currency in order to get what you want. Stop trying to grab everything for free and then put people in positions to ask them. Nobody owes you to mentor you. Nobody owes you to mentor you. Nobody has to sit up and say, outside of if you're a male, your father, if you're a female, your mother. Other than that, maybe big brother, but I mean, none of that is obligatory. That's like, hey, I love you, my little brother, but your parents brought you into the world. They have a certain responsibility to mentor you and model things for you at a certain level. What happens when you start to elevate yourself outside of the range of their expertise in any area? What do? You're going to have to be willing to bring something to the table. If you don't have anything of value to share with that person from an inherent perspective, then you're going to have to bring some common exchange capital, and the most common exchange capital is currency. It doesn't always have to be that. It could be, here, look, I'll do this for you. I'm real good with PowerPoint. I'll knock this out for you. I'm real good with programming and digital language, and I'll hammer this out for you. I'll do it for you, and don't worry about it. I just need to talk with you for 30 minutes, or I just need to work with you for maybe a month, or whatever the situation is. But you've got to bring something to the table. Look, I'm going to talk about each of these in coming days, and I'm going to break them down. But I wanted to share this with you. I hope you share with other people. Look, there's so much more to what we can do if we really truly take the time to understand and learn. Again, I want you to get the copy of Critical Mass. We got a new shipment coming in. We sold out again. We got a new shipment coming in like 2 days or so. This is a good time to get it, and probably have another shipment coming in, or probably a week or so after that. But this is a good time to get it. But if you order it now while the promo is still going on, don't know how long it's going to go on. It's not an infinite thing. It's going to end. But right now, I'm enjoying what I'm doing. When I know it will end for sure is when I get booked. When my calendar is full, because I'm doing these disc assessments, when my calendar is full, that's when the promo will end, because I'll have to take time to fulfill these obligations to these sessions. And these aren't like 10-minute sessions. These run well over 30 minutes, somewhere easy 40 minutes, because it's a process. I mean, just getting the data is 20 minutes deep. So what we're going to do is, like I said, free disc assessment, free performance assessment, $350 value on each one of those. You're going to get that free when you order the book. Also, for the person who is really, really serious about changing their life right now, you want to start right now, we're offering the Platinum Package, which is a 52-week, 1-year package of working with yours truly. If you want to do that, email me with the information, with the email address that's in the link. That's directly to me. That's not to the support team. There's nobody in the organization. That's coming directly to me. Tell me you want to work with me, and I'm gonna tell you what it is, so you already know. The platinum package is $10,500. We're doing it at 50% for the person who's really serious right now. I don't know how long I'm gonna continue to do this, but I'm telling you right now we got a couple of spots, and you just email me. I'll tell you how we're going to get it squared away. We get started as soon as you're ready to get started. And that's that. So that's $5,200, $5,250 for 52 weeks of intense engagement. We're going to do everything we need to do to get you where you need to be, from the mental, emotional, and psychological elements to the strategic elements to really refining and narrowing down what it is you're really going after and giving it meaning, all of that. So this is a chance to make it happen. I'm going to jump off of here. I got a lot of stuff to get done today. Hopefully I'll be back. Hopefully I'll have my technical issues worked out on the live side of things, and we can do something and engage one another. Get prepared. I do know I have something to drop on you guys for the No Excuses 30-day challenge that we're doing. The Visionetics Institute connected with Body by God. We are now partnering, and we're going into 2019 with a goal of changing 1 million lives by the end of 2019. And so we're starting with the No Excuses 30-day challenge, and we're going to continue to move. We're going to bring you constant content, constant life-changing courses, lessons, and engagement. Stay tuned for that as well. Things are happening. Get excited about life, because life needs you to be excited and the world needs you to perform. With that being said, I'm out of here. You guys have an unbelievable day.